Tony? 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 Can you hear me? Hey, Tony? You in there? Tony? Camille? Camille? I'm here for my shift. I start in like 10 minutes. Hey, Tony? You locked me out at Target. I think I got fired. This is one elaborate joke, Tony. What am I gonna do with myself?
On this week's episode of the Garrett and Karl Show, Gregg the Egg and Ian Gregg, both of CFUR. Special musical guest, Karl.
So the Garrett and Karl Show is going so far so good?
Great!
I think it couldn't have gone any better.
And now we have
Our very first guest. It was a big deal. I tried to get the Mayor Lynn Hall on the phone. He wouldn't return my messages.
Yeah.
I think he blocked my number.
Well, you did say some pretty crude things, but
anyway, we got our second best guest. Second best guest.
Mm-hmm.
Gregg the Egg.
Let's hear it. Well, hey,
For Pete's sake, is that how you treat your guest?
Get up, Kate.
He tricked me.
There's a wet sign. You gotta
Wet, so yeah, I'll wet your... Hi.
Hey, so you do the air guitar show on 88.7 CFUR here in Prince George.
I used to till I was put up in hospital for the next 6 months, so the show you can take over for 6 months because I think I just broke my leg, so I'll be in traction.
Oh, don't say that.
But you can carry on.
Big,
As long as you don't play
beefy
Neil Young. No flipping Neil Young.
If I'm doing your show for 6 months, I'm only playing Neil Young.
This leg feels not bad. I think it's starting to get better. So.
Okay.
But thanks for the offer, though.
No, I'll do your show anytime.
Yep.
I have done your show before in the past. Karl and I used to do a show on 88.7 too.
Yes, we have.
That's right. And
Now
I've
we moved off in the world. We're on
I've been
TV.
told my show is SH blah blah blah, and I don't think anyone said that about you when you did my show.
Who said that about your show?
Oh, one of my people at work was listening when I first started, and they heard it, they played it at work, and then one of the guys went, "What kind of SH is this stuff?" and got turned off, so that was pretty well the end of the career.
So, biggest question, what's the deal with the hat?
What's the deal?
What is the deal?
Well, Lions, the only teams that matter. What mask? This is what I look like all the time.
We want to see your face. The world wants to
You
know.
guys should have seen the pictures on his wedding day, man.
Oh, he had an
He was
afro,
all
man.
dressed
He
up.
had an afro.
No, yeah, I was hidden under this thing though.
Yeah.
I wish, if you take off the hat, you'd be able to see it, but...
No. The silver will shine and blind the cameras and like that. You know, I'm learning about camera work at Shaw TV and stuff like that. You can't have too much silver, and it, makes you have to have the bright colors, lighting, and.
Many people believe that Gregg is over 180 years old.
Legend said he's been doing the air guitar show since the beginning of time.
Yeah, no, I think you've got my weight mixed up with my age. So.
Oh.
Yeah. But what about what's with the Slinky? I don't know if he's on camera, so that's kind of a cool prop. I mean, this shows its big time program.
Very nice.
Some talk shows they have like coffee cups or like
Yeah.
a pencil holder, but all this stuff is useless, man. I don't drink coffee. I don't write stuff ever.
No.
So, Gregg, we wanted to talk to you about the greatest genre of music. And obviously, it's like Neil Young, Johnny Cash country, right?
No, it's give me a DISCO. Give me a YMCA.
He's a huge disco fanatic, a closet disco fanatic.
Closet disco, yeah.
No, the best genre? That's a tough question. I don't know. I guess hard rock, heavy metal, and power punk and pop and roll.
Whoa!
That's the best. Yeah, that's right. There's your best genres, all blended into one.
Those are like, you named 5 things right there.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good, though. It's good. It's giving you an idea. And as for, Deep Purple versus Led Zeppelin, everybody knows Deep Purple is just the death man's Led Zeppelin, right?
You got that right, Karl. Isn't that right, Gregg?
You've got it right except for the answer part. So you guys are really close. I don't want to offend you. It's your show, so I mean, you
That's probably
you almost
why I
had
said-
it. You almost had 99% right there, except for the part of the answer. So yeah, Deep Purple. Yeah, Richie Blackmore over Jimmy Page, I would think. Man in Black, not Johnny Cash. Blackmore's the Man in Black. Not
No,
Johnny Cash
is the Man in
He's
Black.
the poor man's Man in Black. They're both nicknamed the Man in
Who?
Black. So,
Blackmore?
yeah, he's always been the Man in
The
Black.
poor
since-
man's Man in Black?
No, Johnny Cash. No, we got these mix-ups here. So,
Well, anyway, tell us about your segment, your regular segment we're planning for this show.
oh, well, guess I'll be talking about some CDs I'm spinning in my car. Just let you know what's hot. There's a
What's
true.
hot and what's not?
Yeah, what's hot? Not. Yeah, that's right. I can't say that as well as you, but you're a lot older than me, so you're wiser. So.
I'm hip to the young crowd.
Oh wow, that makes me really young then.
Remember that time you told them kid to eat them vegetables? Remember that?
That was classic.
That's right. Get off my lawn.
Well, anyway, I want to thank you so much for coming on, being our first guest for the Garrett and Karl show.
And we look forward to the segment.
Yep, that's right. And I look forward to. You'll have a lawsuit in the mail coming up pretty soon here, so
Yeah.
you can enjoy reading that. That
But
should
we
be-
have-
Really break this leg.
Oh yeah, lady, you and who else?
Garrett, get on there!
Make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube at youtube.com/DOIJJ and like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Garrett and Karl.
Baby, I'll go where the wind blows. Anywhere that she knows that she wants to go. I'm sick of this town again. Remember driving down that dirt road, blasting metal stereo to some CCR, and you were sitting right next to me. There's no place I'd rather be. I don't care much for these cold nights, but damn, I miss the northern lights and the way she looked with the moon dancing in her hair. Yeah, I thought it coming too soon. Then I saw your face from across the room, and I knew right then that you were made for me. There's no place I'd rather be. Baby, I'm gone where the wind blows. Anywhere that she knows.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ian Gregg.
I'm so glad to be on the Garrett and Karl show.
Thank you very much. Second guest, how does it feel?
Oh, unreal. I feel like I'm part of a movement. This is gonna go huge. This is gonna splash. I feel it. It's gonna happen.
Right on. So you're the programming director at CFUR?
Correct.
So how long have you been doing that for?
Great question. I started volunteering there in 2012, and eventually, well, it's all a blur, man. But it came together, and we managed to find enough cobbled together positions that eventually, all of a sudden, I actually had a real job at CFUR, and I think I've been doing it for 2 years.
Wow.
No, Year and a half. Year and a half. Yeah, let's pick it down a year and a half.
Is that your final answer?
It is.
So Cipher has gotten a bunch of grants this year.
Exciting. Huge.
So tell us a bit about that.
It's going to change the face of Cipher, I think. I mean, for a while we were known as a station that only played heavy metal for about an hour and then went to dead air for the rest of the day. But that all changed. You know, Fraser Hayes, station manager, he got in there, he started working hard, started pumping out the grants. We managed to get about $60,000 of grants this year. Insane. So we actually have someone hired as a full-time music director, not just 10 hours a week. They can actually process the music and look at more or less all of it. The playlists are looking great. The music sounds good. And we even have someone doing an hour news program every morning. Every morning.
That's like a real radio station.
Yeah, and there's actually things going on in Prince George, which, I mean, unbeknownst to the rest of the world.
Man walking on
And then we have
sidewalk.
someone hired. It happens. I mean, people walk on sidewalks all the time here. People think that this is a dead town. No, people walk on sidewalks all the time.
Well, it's a good thing that you're bringing it out to the community.
Sometimes they make music too.
Ooh.
That's right. We're spreading it. It happens here. It's spreading out worldwide. www.cfur.ca.
So you started out as a volunteer there. What was your show that you do?
I started doing a show called Ether in the Attic. I mean, that was after like hours and hours and hours of processing and ripping music, building up the digital archive, and then they gave me a show. And what I tried to do, the original concept was like high energy music all the time, just like for 58 minutes long. But I ran out of energy to do that kind of show, and you know, I didn't think that would ever happen. But
So what do you
it
do
did.
now?
So now I'm just trying to focus on garage, surf, rockabilly, keep it there, and slip in as much Canadian content as I possibly can in those genres.
What do you think about air guitar, Gregg the Egg Show?
Love it. 2 hours of power. It's been on for, I think, 30 years now. No, I'm just kidding, Gregg. It's got to be 14 now. Now we're looking at 13.
It's the longest running Cipher show, isn't it?
Yeah, by far, by leaps and bounds. It's the one thing that's remained consistent throughout Cipher for all these years. There's always been the air guitar show, and I hope that there always will be the air guitar show.
Until the end of time.
Without Gregg the Egg,
Cipher wouldn't even be Cipher.
we're scrambled. I don't know. What would we do?
Are the rumors true that you're starting a show about the Tijuana Brass?
Well, the Tijuana Brass have been featured many times on my show, and I always thought, if I could petition the federal government to start a brass show, I would absolutely feature the Tijuana Brass for over 50% of the content in the show.
Hear that, government?
Yeah,
Get him while he can.
watch out for that grant, government. It's coming your way.
Well, I want to thank you very much for coming on our show. We have many things to do still, so let you get on your way. Thank you so much. Kitwanga, BC, also known as the birthplace of Garrett and Karl. In Gitsan, it translates to the people of the land of the rabbits. It's a real place. See, we even have a sign. That's where I grew up. My parents liked their privacy. They planted those trees when I was just a little kid. It looked a little different back then. Hey, look, there's Little Lucky. This is Karl's parents' place. That pole with the flag on it is known as a white man's totem pole. It's not the craziest thing in Kitwanga. Here is an alien landing patch. The owner even shovels it out in the winter so the aliens can see it. There is folk art, occasionally a horse, more folk art, nature, cows, even more folk art. These are pieces of old machinery that was donated to the community from various sources. Some of these pieces were originally used on the farm where my dad grew up. This is a potato planter. The wood used in the box to hold the potatoes to plant my dad built as a kid. This piece was in the driveway where both my grandparents were in an argument about whether or not you could shoot a 1/4 inch of steel. The answer is yes. Yes, you can. Speaking of the farm where my dad grew up, here it is. It's located in Woodcock, BC, about a 25-minute drive from Kitwanga. The mountain right behind it, legend says, has a word on it. I'm not allowed to say it on TV, but I could show you because it's nature. When my grandpa originally bought the farm, there was a cabin on it. with old man Charlie allowed to live there until he died. Some people say that you could still see him waving from his window when you drive by. Across the way, there's an old abandoned airport. It was a World War II effort they built and realized it was a dumb idea and abandoned it. When they flew the atom bomb to Japan, they flew it over in pieces. One of the planes that had one of the pieces had engine problems and had to do an emergency landing here. If it wasn't for this airport, the plane ultimately would have crashed and may have postponed the end of World War II. This is the train station. The doors are now wide open, lots of garbage inside. In the basement, when my dad was a teen, an artist lived there. His name was Karl Chaplin. He is most famous for his Art Nouveau series. Some cool stuff happened here, but there wasn't enough to keep my dad there. Well, that's why he moved out to the big city of Kitwanga, where the road names are descriptive, history have taken place, where the town needs are filled by a general store, and your mail is delivered to a post office. This used to be the Kitwanga Curling Club. During some downtimes in the community when our beloved lumber mill had been shut down for a number of months, some community members put together a government grant to help the families with jobs. One of the projects that got funding was to transform the Kitwanga Curling Club into a rec center. This is Old Mina's restaurant. When I shot this, they were still under construction. It's now open and called the 37 Grill. Rumor has it that it has a great food, plenty of parking, and atmosphere and love. Well, there you have it. That's a brief look at my hometown of Kitwanga. If you're ever going north to Alaska, or if you ever want a destination to go fishing or something, always think of the Special K.
I was driving my Chevy to the levee, 1979, Hollywood mine, Seeger's time to find. Her daddy won't mind if she's home on time. Daddy won't mind if she's home on time. That we never had, and baby you're so dead. I can still hear you say, do you remember when I was driving my Chevy to the levee, 1979, Hollywood night, Seeger's sound of fine. Her daddy won't mind if she's home on time. Daddy won't mind if she's home on time. You were drinking wine. Life just seems so easy. Words that went with pride. We had the sound, but we ran out. Baby, all fears out. Still you stay. Remember when I was driving my ship